Are we live?
We're live.
What's up, YouTube? It's Get Technical.
YouTube.
You've got I'm Neil. You've got Hot Stocks, Luke Jacoby.
I just here for the songs.
Are you guys all hearing them? Are you all hearing that? We got a request to play. Someone was like, "Turn off that music. Start playing Mozart and Beethoven." And I gotta be honest. I don't think we can do that without getting DMC'd or
I'm all about that WAP life.
The VWAP?
The VWAP.
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 Yo, what's up, guys? So today, me, producer AB, we got Hot Stocks, Luke Jacoby. Oh, we miss him. Pex, the nipple's almost about to burst out of that Banana Republic fit. Unbelievable what is going on there, guys. Get us a like for each nipple. Like it twice. All right, guys. Hector, yeah, welcome to the show. Not sure what you are referring to, but if you have any questions that pertain to stocks, let us know for sure. For sure, let us know if you have any questions about technical analysis. That's more what the show is about. We did get some feedback from the chair of the board, the Benzinga board, Mia Khalifa. We do need to start cleaning up our act a little bit. So we are going to focus more just on the financials, no more silly stuff. So I think I fought hard to keep the music. So just let me have that, guys.
Wait, didn't after we had her on the Power Hour, you like tweeted at her something and called her like the Benzinga? Like she like interacted with a tweet from you, right?
I mean, yeah, you guys see the tweets that she interacts with when I tweet, but the DMs you guys don't get to see that. But yeah, there was a tweet where she like retweeted it or something.
Yeah, just
from my personal account. Casually
retweeted Neil's tweets from Mia Khalifa to her millions of followers, but it wasn't a big deal or anything. That's not.
In fact, it was kind of annoying. I was like, you know,
yeah, you're like, this is supposed to stay in the DMs.
Talk business. Let's talk business.
Yeah.
In a private setting. All right, guys. I got CLF. Look, we should have been loving this stock. Give me a 1 in the chat if you've been a Cleveland Cliffs trader. This thing rocks.
Cleveland Cliffs sounds like a really fun amusement park or like water park. You know? That's what makes me like the stock.
It's a good name. Good fun name. I love public companies that are named after localities. Very wholesome. Very wholesome, guys.
Can you
so again, guys, I'm seeing a lot of silly behavior in the chat. And I just want to remind you guys, we're trying to take the show a little bit more seriously. We're focusing on education. We're focusing on technical analysis. It's really, let's keep it clean. No fun and games. All right, guys. It's not supposed to be fun. The stock market is supposed to be very serious. All right, so let's get a look at this this chart here. All right, so let's see. Is that a sports team? In a way. So I'm looking at Cleveland Cliffs right now. As you guys know, what we like on the show, we very respectfully call them big, fat, spankable, juicy bottoms on the show. Which is, I'm borrowing that, as you guys know, directly. That's straight out of the textbook, guys. And that's what we got here with Cleveland Cliffs here. CLF is the ticker. And look at this. This is what we love to see. We saw this with Oxy, which I'll go to in a moment, which is we establish a channel on the way upward out of our consolidation or base phase. So it's nice that we're establishing a solid textbook. This is like clip art. This is like the emoji for an upward trend in the stock market. So we place it in a channel. All right. So I just use the parallel channel tool. It's available probably on whatever app you're using. And if it's not, you should just get a free trial of Benzinga Pro. And always draw your lines on the right side of the trend. Whoops. New keyboard, sorry. Always draw your lines on the right side of the trends. So I'm using the parallel channel tool, and all I did was grab a low and then grab another low. So that's my sloping line of support. And then I bring this up to my sloping line of resistance. And look how uniform that is. It's great. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I asked a question earlier, like will CLF get to 29 by what is this? It's like the end of September, early October. Will it get there by then? I don't know if this trend continues. One thing that you guys should remember, and like a huge reason for trend stocks being awesome, or for trend trading being awesome, is there's never a reason for a trend to end. All right, you start to see the signs when it does end, but there's never a reason for it to end. So guys, don't be afraid to enter on these as long as you're setting your stops correct. You're always thankful when you find a nice trend. There's nothing better than a nice trending upward stock. Trending upward stock, because that's what turns into your money printer. Just hold it, enter it, hold it, enter it. Good stuff there. So CLF is the ticker, looking gorgeous. Let's go ahead and do a thing here. So we can set a price target based on this rounding bottom and this neckline. So we'll go ahead and do that. I think we've done this before. You guys already know how I use price structure or pattern analysis to do this. So this is just the depth of this base, this big old, respectfully juicy, smackable bottom. Spank it good, add it up to the top. And that gets us up to about 56, 57 bucks. All right, and you can see where this level is relevant in the past. It's a little bit of support, and then it looks like a little bit of resistance during some sideways trading. And guys, all the indicators that I have on my chart, I'm not trying to get too squiggly with all the lines. The green one that's following the kind of following the candles right here is VWAP. This is the volume weighted average price. And you can see that's right at the resistance level we're hitting. The yellow line is the 65-day exponential moving average. I've got my 200 simple moving average and my 200 exponential moving average. Those are just holdovers from another chart, really not relevant here. And then over here on the right, this is volume by price. So at which price were the most shares traded? So there you go. Brandy says, why so curious? Well, you know, when it comes to the stock market, you like to be sure about what you're getting into. So one of my mentors, Mia Khalifa, told me that if you're going to dive into something face first, make sure you're sure about it. So there you go. All right, guys, what's up next? That's CLF. I'm not sure what to decorate the guys. I told you, try to be serious if you can. That would be fantastic. What is next? What are we looking at next, guys? I've got Vuzix on here. I like it. Aaron, producer AB, do you remember Vuzix? Do you remember what they do?
Yeah, they make glasses, like AI and augmented reality. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. AR glasses. And they're selling contracts to a lot of big customers, including, I believe, the US military.
Yes.
So anytime a company, you know, can get contracts with the Defense Department, that's a good sign to me, because, hey, there's no bigger customer in the world than that.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. I agree with you. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get back over to the chart here on Vuzix. They also have relationships or partnerships with healthcare. So AR assisted surgery. So yeah, very interesting stock, but you know, that's all fundamentals. All right, let's just look at the damn thing. All right, found its bottom, guys. Got right into oversold territory down here. Great time to get in, just about approaching that 200-day moving average. But guys, we love this. We love this situation. We love the situation where we have our upward trend, we hit our pivot, we go into our intermediate downward trend, and we go bop, bop. All right, that's when you got to start watching. And especially when it's a little lopsided, like I wear my wallet in my right pocket kind of situation, where it's like bop, bop, like this one, like that's a slanting sort of double bottom. Now, I mean, that's like entry city. We got this nice gap right here, lines up perfectly with this dog with toupee liquidity gap right here on our volume by price. And you can see that the resistance that we're hitting here is the VWAP. Again, this one, I believe I have my VWAP, volume weighted average price, anchored to the month. So this is anchored to the beginning of June. And it's holding true as resistance right here. But you can also just look at the price structure. Guys, remember, your best friend is always just price structure, volume, delete all the drawings, clean it all up, look at it just like this. And you can see that this level is a level of resistance right back here. So we had a big, huge candle up, and that's where the sellers came in and said, I'm taking profit right here. So this is profit-taking territory, as it's been consolidating here, from folks who got in here, maybe from folks who got in here or around here and want to break even. So now we've got to give investors a sign that it's time to continue going long, or to go long even further than they already have. So another thing I'm going to turn on is the Bollinger Band. The magic of the Bollinger Band, guys, we are stopped right at that 20-day moving average. Crossing that line is a go long or buy signal. So looking for at a minimum, here, a nice conservative. Look how beautifully this lines up, guys, here on Vuzix, Vuzix. What did I say? Vuzix?
Yes.
I need to get more sleep or something. I feel like my mind is leaving me.
You said earlier in the week not to neglect your sleep schedule. That sleep is very important.
I forgot I said that.
Well, you did. Tom is asking a good question in the chat. He's saying, since your timeline is the dailies, we're looking at daily candles right here, correct, Neil?
Yeah, we are looking at dailies. And hey, guys, here's a little hack. Whenever you're looking at other people's charts, most of the time they're using, like the application I'm using right now, look at the background. Ticker and time and increment right here. And then also up here, you can see the increment, but that's probably pretty small for most of you. So that's why I have this thing turned on. So that's Vuzix.
It's probably the medium rare chicken, VO Noob is saying in the chat.
Oh. I'm thinking I probably shouldn't do that again. No. I'm thinking that you should order chicken all the way cooked.
But Tom's question about the daily was, he saying, are you looking, so are these like long trades you're considering? Are they like weekly swings? So like 2 week out swings we're looking at? Yeah,
this would be a swing for maybe a week or something like that. You'd be fine with a red candle. You just eat it, maybe buy more in, as long as you're getting into your price target. I would look for a completion of this double bottom. It's a W shape that you want to see complete. This song, not really feeling it. I'm going to go ahead and change that.
By the way, we're not getting any of the music right now. I thought that was on purpose because of the feedback we were getting.
Oh, really? We're not getting any of the music?
No.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah, it is. Pretty unacceptable.
All right. Let me remove this.
And yeah, DispMJ in the chat, he's right. Keep it serious. This is about technicals. This is about stocks. We're here to make money. This isn't a fun show. This isn't for jokes. So we need to make sure we're keeping it tight, keeping it serious. We're here to make money.
Yeah. Money is no laughing matter.
No.
So I appreciate that, DispMJ. I'm seeing a lot of really bizarre behavior in the chat. And guys, I hate to be the stern teacher, but cut it out. Cut it out.
Yeah,
there are some people here that are very serious about their trading.
Remember when you had like a substitute teacher that would say, like, this is the worst class I've ever had? This chat, it might be getting up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had the equivalent of sending someone to the principal's office right now for some of this really just bizarre. Like, what does it mean?
You know what teachers used to do with me? They would make me move seats to like right in front of their desk. That was the worst.
Oh, you were one of those kids?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes even they were like, yeah, just take your desk out in the hallway. I'd be like, okay.
I got sent out to the hallway. The last time I got sent out to the hallway was in high school, and I just left.
Yeah.
I just went home. Well, first I went to Rite Aid. I got some beef jerky, and then I went home.
You're like, I'm too old for this.
Yep. And then I went to Michigan State University, graduated with a 2.9 GPA. And look how I turned out. Guys, this is just a reminder. And this is, again, guys, stop being silly. We do have some swag available on the store. Not sure if we have any metalheads here. But this is our, not going to name the band, but if you can name the band that this shirt is based on, throw it in the chat. Let us know. Let us know. And anyone that wears this shirt, it makes you look jacked. Let me tell you. Vionoop. It might be a spelling error there, but I think I see where you're going. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. All right, what's up next? All right, so we like Vuzi. Vuzi, the play here. So this is just a swing trade thing. If we return to a channel, I might hold it for longer. In general, what I'll say here's my trading style. I like to trade ETFs. ETFs are what I'll hold longer than anything else, unless it's I don't know, like Airbnb might be one that I hold for a really long time. Unless the market goes back into like a really just super surging bull regime, a bullish regime, then that's when I want to get some more direct exposure to growth stocks. And then I'll hold them for like a year or more, depending on how long the run is. But in a market like this, where it's less sure, it's a little more dynamic, which is great. It focuses more on volatility and trading. Then individual names, I'm swinging, position trading. And then when I have time, like if I'm in a meeting where Luke is just talking, or like Jason is just bloviating, like talking about his son's t-ball and all that stuff, then I'll just kind of open up on one of my monitors, my screen, and do the old Brad Weber scalping in the money options. So that's in and out in like, anywhere from 1 minute to like a couple hours, but always out before the close. Options expiring Friday, in the money, most often bullish positions, calls in a stock that's trending upward. An example for that previously, DKNG, for that style of trading that was really good. I think Brad has this on his watch list, is anytime that you can see a very popular stock that has a very liquid options market. So you want to check the options chain and see that there are a lot of strikes available, and there are a lot of expiration dates available. As long as you can find that, and you find a stock that's in a trend like this, you know what it is. Like bouncy, play the bounces. And then when I'm doing that, I'm on the 10-minute chart. That's my system. I don't deviate away from it. What I'll do is get kind of antsy sometimes, and in between, I'll switch to 5 and 1 minute, just to see like the structure that's building up, to tell me like, maybe this thing's about to turn around, or maybe I should add some more in. But that's my scalping, which I do that, and then on the weekends, I don't really do it much anymore because I've been trying to chill out. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of it. But scalping cryptocurrency, just with, obviously you can't do options, but scalping cryptocurrency on shorter time frame or shorter increments. That I like to start with 30-minute and then go down to shorter, like 10, 5-minute. 1 minute is crack, stresses me out. It's thrilling. I straight up love it. It just depends on like what's going on. If I've got nothing else to do and I'm just feeling real stocky, man, do I love scalping like that.
Is that what Brad uses primarily, the 1 minute charts?
No, Brad is 10-minute. He's 10-minute boy, 10-minute gang. We're both 10-minute gang, and I learned that from him. So it's a big shout out to Brad Weber. He does technically options here on Benzinga YouTube, Trading Grounds. He has a great system. I'll tell you his system right now. He shares this very freely. He has a lot to say about options, so I definitely recommend checking him out. TradingGrounds.live.
We have him live today at 5 p.m. actually. Yeah,
so stick around. Don't touch that dial. Do me a favor real quick. Smash that like button if you guys are enjoying this content, because that tells us that we're doing well, and it also supports the channel so that we can keep going. So if you could smash the like, would really, really help us out. But I'm going to show you the Brad Weber approach to scalping options. Like Cleveland, I'm not really sure is really a good one, but let's look at SPY. So we got SPY here, and then we're going down to the 10-minute. RSI really plays a part in this too on the 10-minute. So that's one indicator that you should be using for perhaps exit and re-entry, which you can do multiple times the same asset in a day. Many folks who are scalping options are trading just one asset. Like Brad would tell you, if SPY was doing what he wanted it to do, he would just trade SPY. So at any rate, the idea here is that you're getting options that are expiring this Friday. It always is best. I mean, this works the best earlier in the week, of course, because you have a little bit more time to expiration. But this allows you to get low priced options contracts. So with SPY expiring Friday, call option, most of the time that's going to be like $200 to $400, something in between there. And then, of course, I mean, that's the risk that you're putting on the table. Set your stop loss, how much you can stomach losing. But that's, really fast upside. Like this is the type of thing when I'm doing this that it's like 20%, 60%. I'm happy. I'm pleased. I'm out. So I'll put $1,000 on the table. 20%, 60%. Grab it. I'm out. But then sometimes, you know how options are. Sometimes you get that 100%, that 150. That's, I mean, if I'm making $1,000 a day, I'm a happy trader. Or if I'm making 1% on my account a day, I'm a happy trader. So at any rate, you're looking at SPY. The method here is you go to the 10-minute and you have two indicators. And again, this is 100% Brad Weber. So make sure you check him out later and tell him first, hey, Neil said hi, and that you're excited to learn more from this. But at any rate, you got the EMA 8, the 8 exponential moving average. So in this case, since you're on the 10-minute chart, it's not the 8-day, it matches the chart. So it's the 8 candle or 8 session exponential moving average. And then you've got the 21 exponential moving average. Now, the way that I do my, does Neil have guy liner on? No, I don't have guy liner on, but have you ever seen The Crow? With my hair this long, every time I get out of the shower, I look in the shower for a little bit. I feel like I look like The Crow. You ever seen The Crow, AB?
No, I've seen. Have you ever seen that? What's that George R.R. Martin show?
Was it Vikings? That
No,
George R.R. Martin did.
It's like
King Arthur.
It takes place in Westeros.
Westeros. Is it that Westworld?
No, that's someone else. That's who does Westworld?
Is it Lord of the Rings?
I think same
it's
channel.
Lord of the Rings. I think it's Lord of the Rings.
No, Lord
George
of the
R. R.
Rings.
Martin?
That was Tolkien.
Star Wars?
I don't know, but they have a crow in that show, whatever it is.
The Three-Eyed Raven?
Oh no, yeah, it's a raven, not a crow. A black bird, Oh, that's what it
is. Black. He's talking about the show is Game of Thrones.
That's right.
The series of Song of Ice and Fire by the world's slowest writer, George R. R. Martin.
Yeah, if I wrote that slow, Jason Chubnell would take me out back and whip me or something. I don't know.
Okay, just for full disclosure, I have to do this as someone that's in leadership at Benzinga. We don't whip people. All right? We just give them light spankings. And then we do we go, love you afterward.
Oh,
that's
right.
what we do.
XII, the crows are at the wall.
Yeah, so crows are like a symbol throughout that entire series. But why are we talking? Okay, so that's what you're talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That's how I feel when I get out of the shower.
That's a good look.
Hair goals. Yeah. I'm just protecting my virginity.
Wait, Neil, I do see. I see Money Mitch hanging out. I wonder if he's got a question about technicals. Bring him on for a sec.
Yeah, let's see what Money Mitch has to say.
Money Mitch.
What up, guys? How we doing? I'm just listening to this show. It's been a great show. I just want to say that first of all. And I have to have a question, yo. Has the plant got water since I've been on the show?
No, absolutely not. That's
my God. It was one of the greatest accomplishments of my life. I'm gonna add it to my resume that I got water on that plant. So I just wanted to definitely mention that. That was the day that we got the rat suit picked out, right?
I don't know what suits.
Suits?
The rat suit. It was a good day though. It was a good day. I know that we covered a lot. There's a lot of education and serious trading, business, financial, technical.
You see, I'm not good enough for this show. I can't say serious enough. You guys are too good for me. But I got one stock. Take a look at it for me. You tell me what you think.
All right, what?
The lucid dreamers out there have really started seeing the CCIV motor get started. What do you think about this stock? I want to hear the Neil breakdown.
I haven't thought about it. I'll be honest. I want a lucid car. That's goals. Like, no doubt. Like, that I want that thing. Let's get him out of here. No doubt.
Kind of scary.
Hold on. I can finish this. I can finish this thing if you guys want, but we can look at CCIV here. I'll open it up on TrendSpider. I wanted to just get in a solid trend, so that's my thing. Is I'm a TrendSpider. I'm an official TrendSpider.
Shout out Jake and his newly born kid.
Yeah, but always we're gonna shout that out for the next 18 years.
Yeah. Kid will be going to college. Shout out.
I mean, so we're right here at a very important point here, which is, are we going to break out of this rounding bottom? This is classic rounding bottom. Mitch already knows that I like big fat bottoms. He knows that they make my world go round. So look, holding support here on the highest high, the highest recent high VWAP right here that I've got set up. So I've got the month to date VWAP and I've got the highest high VWAP. That is our support. Upon breaking through that, we had some nice action. This is your classic. I don't know. I always get a little bit flamboozled here. Is there just like a paintbrush tool on this thing? Jake, if you're watching, let me know.
I would ask Jake, but I imagine he's a little busy.
Yeah, whatever. Raising kids ain't a thing. Ain't a big deal. At any rate, when you come out of rounding bottoms, so you got your neckline, you got your rounding bottom, you get this. Sometimes I can dip below the neckline, sometimes I can touch the neckline, but you get one of those. And usually what you're looking for is an entry right there. Don't get caught up in this and then just sit and wait. I mean, it depends on your conviction on the long-term growth of the stock. But at any rate, CCIV looks like it's in breakout territory. That's all there is to that, baby. So next target for CCIV would be 27. If I can just draw a damn line. We'd be about 27, 50. I mean, you're just going to be following these peaks up. All right, so back to the Brad Weber thing. Do you guys give me a 1 in chat if you want me to finish the Brad Weber options trading strategy, or if you want to move on to some more picks.
Brandy's saying she used to live in a house that Bruce Lee once lived in. Is that like related to the Crow or anything? Or are we just sharing random fun facts on Friday?
Bruce Lee's son played the Crow in the movie.
Jet Li?
No, his name is Brandon Lee. Yeah, pretty famous story there. They actually, you know how they have like fake guns on set, but they're real guns, but they put like blanks in them or whatever.
Yeah, he died on set from a blank.
Yeah. Okay, really killed that story. But
wait, why did I think his name was is Jet Li a different person?
Yeah, Jet Li is another. I'm not sure. Is he from Hong Kong? I'm not sure exactly which province or where he's from, but he's another Chinese kung fu movie star, mega international star. You got Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Jet Li, and then if anyone's seen Tony Jaa movies, give me a 1 in chat. Those are really cool when those first came out. Ong Bak, Tony Jaa, Thai. Badass movies. If you haven't seen Ong Bak, the hell are you doing? All right. Those movies are badass. All right, guys. What was the one for? I forgot. Was the one for having seen Ong Bak? Yeah, yeah, that movie is so cool. I watched that so many times when I was younger. Yeah, it's just super like the kung fu genre just got like dead for a while. And then this movie came out of nowhere, and this guy's just absolutely insane. Great action. And a cool little story. It's about like conservationism.
Are you team Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan?
Why would you choose between the two? That's ridiculous. So I think that Bruce Lee was a choreographer on an early Jackie Chan film, or vice versa. And there's some old footage of them like working together. Super, super cool stuff. Both I have special. We got Drunken Master with Jackie Chan, and then Bruce Lee. Of course, you've got like his whole lineup. I love Bruce Lee movies. Watched the shit out of them when I was younger. I had all of them on DVD. All right. So anyways, that's some kung fu, guys. So I'm back to this Brad Weber. Scalping options on the 10-minute chart, buying in the money options. That means expiring this Friday, and the strike price is the first one that you see under the current price when you're buying the option contract. Usually, I'm shooting for something that's between like 50 and 250 or $300 per contract. That's just what I'm comfortable with, and that's usually where they are. Like I'm not scalping like NVIDIA, for example. Like NVIDIA is crazy. And the move here is to use the 8-session exponential moving average and the 21-session exponential moving average. And the way that I like to do that, when I have two exponential moving averages that I'm using to play against each other, I like to do the faster ones, which is the lower number, as a hot color. So I got red for my 8 EMA, and then for the slower one, I do a cool color. So I've got got blue for my 21 EMA. The move is very, very simple, guys. At the open, if there's a cross, or if there's a cross of the 8 above the 21, go long. If they begin to come together and the 8 begins to cross down through the 21, close your position, bulk your options contract. That's the move. And so like you can also bend the rules a little bit with that. So like, where's the open? Is this the open? Yeah. So this is an open. And then you can see right at the open, we had a gap up right at this little pinch point where they were kind of pinching. I would treat that the same way. You're trading that, and then you can look at your technicals here. Don't wait for them to cross. This is where you want to be looking at RSI. Like here, this is where RSI did its mother effing job, baby. So like you got in at the open, you bought some contracts, and then right here, which is like long candle, and then sort of this type of doji. That to me that's a top. Also, RSI broke up to overbought territory, close the contract. So that would have been, depending on when you enter, we'll just say you entered in the middle, that would have been a 0.13% move, but this is options, guys. So that could have been, I didn't trade it today, so who knows what that did for the IV. But that could have been 20%, 30%, it could have been really, really good for you. In this strategy, you're not holding them overnight. So I'm like preempting that question. Like, well, what if you already had the contract and then you caught this gap? Yes, that would have been sweet. But with the nature of options that are expiring so soon, we are willing to give up that profit potential to avoid the risk of that not going in the direction that you want. So yeah, there you go. Do I ever trade with 3 and 8 moving averages? Oh, wait, 3 and 8. Or what are you talking about? Are you talking about time increments or moving averages? So waiting for Yogi Bull to come through on that. Scarjo with the straight up misinformation on Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and Jet Li. Yeah, Jet Li's last name is spelled differently than Bruce Lee's.
I don't know why I thought that. I mean, I've read the story of Bruce Lee's son like a million times, but I'm not well versed in the Kung Fu universe.
Plus, no one has talked about Kung Fu for like, it hasn't been hot for a minute, So I'm not going to knock anybody.
It's Rush Street.
Rush Street
or Rush Hour. That's what.
Rush Hour. Bruce Lee was Ip Man student. Yeah, that's right. The movie Ip Man is also super good. Great, puts a lot of the sort of post-industrial kung fu stuff in.
Oh, Yogi's here. He's paying attention. He said, "Hey, sorry, what was the question? What do we mean by 3 or 8?
It was your question. I'm asking you what your question is, dude. All right, so I got another. So Christopher is just going for it. Guys, smash that like button if you haven't already, so we can keep giving you this content. That is what supports the channel and keeps us going. Without it, we don't. So definitely take a moment if you can right now, if you're liking this content, to smash that like button. It Man also fought Mike Tyson. I don't think that's true. So GRVI. This stock is way too young for me. Whoops. Yeah, I don't trade stocks that are this young because I want more price structure to make decisions. If I were to make a comment on this 2-day-old stock, it would just be disingenuous. Wait, Ip Man 3, like he did it in the movie? All right. We'll get back to the stocks in a minute, but we got to sort this out, guys. All right, we gotta smoke some grass and watch some kung fu movies here. So we got Ip Man. In which boxer was it?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Holy shit.
Oh, it's only a 3-minute scene. We got time for it. Producer will allow it.
Wait, is he speaking like
Seems to me that your Wing Chun fist is the fastest.
No, he's just speaking Mike Tyson.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, that was some Chinese.
It was dubbed over.
Fastest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yours or mine?
Sam Pan Joan.
That was not.
You laugh right then?
Or Funk Golay.
He's really close to his face. This is before COVID for sure. Kick him! Yeah, thank you. Kick him in the head. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Is this the movie It? Why is there a little girl with a red balloon out there like that? I haven't seen this movie. Honey, we gotta go. Suck it. No biting. Dude, I feel like one punch from Mike Tyson would just break both my arms if I tried to block it. Yeah, exactly. One punch landed, game over. My thigh would be shaking so much. I understand it. Makes sense. Go low. Boxers only fight high.
Oh, good point.
Oh, but he knows how to grapple. Can I just say that if I ever get rich from trading stocks, that I will only wear Ip Man shirts every day.
I thought you said you're definitely going to produce a kung fu movie.
And that will be my explanation. People are like, why are you dressed like an industrial period Chinese worker? I'll say, I'm in the kung fu movie business. Oh! Oh! Come on!
That's it?
I mean, how would a boxer... All right, guys, give me a 1 in chat if you think Ip Man would have won that. Give me a 2 if you think Mike Tyson would have won that. Yeah, ScarJo. Wait, you're not rich yet? Why are you listening to me? Yeah, only listen to guys and gals that have pictures of yachts and Lambos in the background of all their Instagram profiles, and wear unironically wear gold chain bracelets.
Yeah, or post pictures of their cool watches while driving cool cars.
Those are the type of guys that when I meet them, I always trust them immediately. Yeah, wait, 2 for Mike Tyson. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Mike Tyson punched me in the head. That would be I would probably just cease to exist. It would just delete me from the simulation. All right, so I'm getting rid of these moving averages. Yeah, so Grove GRVI, just not my style. I'd be full of crap if I tried to give you something on this. My take on this is, it had a big pop from its high down to where it is. It's down quite a bit, so the seller's definitely gotten control today. Not enough to make it red yet, but I would wait for the stock to mature a little bit so I can have a better idea of the price structure, so I can set entries and exits. Right here, this is kind of just like, maybe it's like on a shorter time frame you can do stuff, but having price structure and having price history gives you an idea of what paths you can take. Go zones and no go zones. If there's nothing like that in the past, that's kind of just like grappling in the dark, and that's just too hard. Yeah, we can look at NVIDIA. Damn, NVIDIA, let's go. So NVIDIA, remember I was talking about the last one, how I said there was like a candle and then the doji, and then my sort of take on that is that the next one is going to look like probably a downward candle. This looks like top territory to me. So in this case, looks like the beginning of in best case scenario of just another corrective phase for NVIDIA like we had here in the past. So you've got a couple things that tell you that that if you entered here, you're a boss. You're an absolute boss, because you gained 43% on one of the biggest stocks on the planet. But you got a couple things. We've been spending a long time in overbought territory. Volume down. All right. So the buyers are leaving. Let's go ahead and pull up our volume profile tool, or our volume by price. Not extremely helpful here, other than saying that you might find support here, you might find support here, and you might find support around like this kind of region. But to me, those are probably just going to be like what, in my imagination, I guess like my experience-based imagination on this looks like a corrective phase that's happening. And those levels where we've had we probably have some people that bought, that's the cost that they bought the stock at. We have some people, whoops, that are going to turn these areas into just sort of staggering areas of support until we complete our corrective phase. So and that's the best case scenario, is that this is a corrective phase. Who knows how long it will last? I just drew this line pretty long, returning back to this like little short period of a corrective phase. Pure projection. It could do anything, but that's just the way I'm looking at it. The worst case scenario is that this is just straight up, the end of a trend, and it's going to get rejected down to a lower level, at which point that lower level might look like something like 647. But it's been on a hell of a run. And growth stocks are starting to look pretty damn good again with the Qs. So
I don't want it to go down at all.
Yeah. So, I mean, the crazy thing about buying stocks is eventually you have to sell them. That's the way it works. Would I eat a crow medium rare? I don't know. I've never seen a crow I wanted to eat, but if I saw one, I'd probably go medium rare as a default. Yeah. What's my take on coin? Here, play the music. Turn the volume up. Coin. I got a new keyboard. That's why I keep hitting that thing. I built my keyboard, actually. This is the keyboard that I built. It's got a light. The light's red. It looks yellow on the camera. I built this based on the Jordan 1 breads. So if anyone here is a sneakerhead, that's what I based this keyboard on. Built it from the ground up. All right, so Coinbase, my take on it is that it's found its bottom, is what it looks like. Yeah. So we're kind of, we haven't completely touched this level, and we're trading within a downward sloping line of support. So this does look like sort of a descending triangle, which typically isn't a reversal. Usually that's an ascending triangle. So if you're looking for a reversal from a downward trend, usually it's shaped like this, which we have the inversion of that here, which I would just take it with a grain of salt. What we want to see with coin is some volume coming in. Two things. One is we want to see some volume coming in. You can see that volume is sort of decreasing. This yellow line is the average volume, and it's just going down. So we want to see some volume coming in. Maybe some news will come in that will drive that. And then we want to see some higher highs. Very basic stuff. I wouldn't don't overthink it. I mean, you can do a bunch of like Elliott wave shit on it and get all funkadelic. But at the end of the day, I just want to see some higher highs, higher lows on it, to make this start looking like what we want to see with all of these. Something like that. But right now we've got nothing but a downward trend. So coin, I'm not excited. I'm not long coin right now at this level. We got resistance coming right out of the volume here. You can see that that's where it's stopping it out here on the volume profile. Look at PENN, PENN, going low. This thing go low on good news. Well, PENN topped out. So we exhausted a trend. We entered an intermediate downward trend. We're at a level of price consolidation where we got to some oversoldness, which is a great entry here. But a lot of times that stuff needs to consolidate sideways for a while. And that's what creates like double bottoms or so these like W-shaped structures in order to reestablish an upward trend. So is that happening? Possibly. Let me switch to weekly and just see if this is more clear. Yeah, I mean, this looks like it may have found a level that it will not go lower than. It's definitely possible. This is going back to previous resistance. Let me go to 4 hours so I can get this chart rounded out a little bit. I'm going to use this as the neckline here. There's our neckline. Let's go ahead and put our arc on this. Right, so you can see this is just top territory. So let's measure from the top down to the neckline and then add that to the neckline. And then that's where you can see, look at that. So this height added to the neckline, or in this case, subtracted from the neckline, gets you right down to this lower level of support. Very similar to what's going on with Bitcoin right now. So if this does resolve, if we don't get just a swell of buyers coming in to overcome the overhead supply, the price resolution for this rounded top formation is actually this past support, 51.95. That's just straight up price structure, and a lot of times that's just right. So as I was saying earlier, if we can break out of this level, I would say not long until this thing absolutely proves to me that it's not going to fulfill the rounding top situation. So I would say I'm not long PENN until around 96, 97. Right now, this is kind of, a decision area where it might break down to here. And if we do break down to here at this level of support, this is where you should really be looking at buying opportunities. If the RSI is real oversold and we've got the solid line that's like price structure defined support, that's bouncy time. So that could be an opportunity right here. This is a big dangerous question mark, so I'm not playing any games there with PENN.
Agreed.
Okay. Bonked on the 20-day MA. Yeah. Clean. Okay, clean CLNE. Yeah, clean hit its targets. I don't know when we drew this. Just a basic Fibonacci retracement. I'm on the 4-hour. Just a way to get some more detail on the daily, kind of the way I look at it. But we had this nice rounding bottom structure. Whoops. Nice rounding bottom. Out of that to sort of the neckline level. I mean, that's not perfect, but we kind of hit our target for that rounding bottom. And now it's flagging. It's flagging. I lost my RSI. There we go. So we had some big volume come in on the 18th. Was not enough to overcome the supply. So we've definitely got some serious overhead supply around 1220, maybe even a little lower around 1116. You can see the spike in the volume profile right here. But this is flagging. Usually a flag is the most interesting or the most reliable when it's in a solid upward trend, which this is not. This is a flash, and this is flashing signals of the beginning of an upward trend, but we're just not sure. So this is, again, as with many of the positions we talked about, a do or die situation. Where if we break above this sloping line of support, then you're starting to target this level. And then you're targeting this high. This is kind of a crappy line. Sorry about that. And if you break down, then you're starting to look at this level right here. And then the previous low. So remember, with all breakout continuation patterns, from failed moves come fast moves. That looks like a pennant. So it's more like this. From failed moves come fast moves. So if we get something like this, it could also, if it doesn't come out on high volume, if there's not a surge in volume behind it, that's going to push it above this hump of supply, it's going to whipsaw. Whipsaw is just a term for screw up your trade. So I would say with CLNE, if you are going for the breakout, coming out of this descending triangle, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. Yeah. Support today at 65 EMA. Yeah. 65 EMA is a magic number. Also, something I discovered about the 65 EMA is it almost always is perfectly in line with the VWAP that applies to the situation.
Pro tips from Neil. All right, Neil. Well, we are getting at time. I got the moon and bust guys knocking on the door.
All right. Hold on. Can you just AB? Here, let me get you on here. Let people know what's up next.
Moon or bust. If you like cryptos, you like altcoins, you want to know what's going on in the crypto market, moon or bust is your place. We got the man, Logan Ross, his buddy Ryan. They got a special guest up today, Munch Token. I don't know what Munch Token is, but I'm going to stick around to find out.
All right. So if you guys want to find out what Munch Token is, you stick around. Also stick around for Brad Weber later today. I think it's 5 p.m.
Yes,
Eastern, for some of that options trading goodness. Seriously good stuff. Yeah, happy Friday. Happy mother Friday. Just going to address the rat in the room. I switched the order of my guitars. Used to be the black one on that side. Now it's the blue one on this side.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, so sorry if that distracted you guys. I know we're trying to be serious about the stock market, so I'm sorry if that was any form of distraction.
I knew something was off today, but couldn't put a nose on it.
Right, yeah, I was gonna see if someone would notice, and say something in chat, but no one did. So gotcha. Yeah, we like to do little Easter eggs like that on the show. It's subtle Easter eggs. So smash that like button, guys. It lets us know that we should keep on doing this. Very important stuff right there. Guys, love, peace. Spencer Israel's beard. And Aaron B's youth and innocence. Yep. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Happy Friday. I'm Neil Hamilton.
Around.
Stick around.
Moon or bust. Munch Token coming up.
Why'd you step on my sign off?
Sorry,
you stepped right on my sign off.
Go ahead, one more time.
I can't do. Anyways, up next is Moon or Bust, so stick around.